Celebrating Eid, Ramzan is a holy month for the Muslims. It is a month of fasting for the Muslims. In this month, the Muslims keep fasting and offer namaz to show their devotion to God. The long month of Ramzan is over. Today is the festival of Eid. The village was buzzing with preparation for celebrating the festival. The beauty of nature was beyond description. All children, young and even elderly people of the village were happy. All were getting ready to go to mosque to offer namaz. The children were very much excited. They were wishing Happy Eid and Eid Mubarak to each other. They had been waiting for this day for a long time. First, all of them would accompany the elders to the mosque to offer namaz. Then, they would go to Eidgah fair to eat sweets and enjoy. Hamid is a young boy of 4. He lives with his grandmother Amina. He is lean and thin boy. His parents are dead. The economic condition of his family is miserable. They live in dearth. However, Amina is trying her best to fulfill basic needs. Hamid looks happy in spite of the fact that he will go to the fair with his friends. Amina was very sad that day. She was worried about her grandson. Hamid even didn't have a pair of shoes. How would he walk without shoes? She said to herself, I wish my son had a pair of shoes. Who would take him to the fair? I wish I could go with him, she said. She also thought about Sivian. Who'd make it? Hamid smiled at his grandmother. Don't worry, Ammijan. I'm going to Eidgah fair with my friends. I'll return home before dark, he said. Hamid had only 3 paisa in his pocket, but he was not worried at all. Amina said, Have a nice journey, Hamid. Hamid wished his grandmother Eid Mubarak and left for the fair. His friends wished their best wishes with each other. They said Happy Eid among all. On the way to their fair, they saw all streets very crowded. Children and grown-ups were wearing new clothes. All were very happy. Hamid and his friends reached the fair on time. All of them rushed to different shops. Some rushed to food stall, some to toy stall. Hamid's friends, Mohsin, Mahmud and Amir rushed to a giant wheel. It only cost 1 paisa to have 10 rounds. Hamid said to himself, I wish I had more money. As he had fewer amounts of money, he didn't show any interest in it. He wanted to save the money to buy something special. Next, all children came to toy stalls filled with many kinds of toys. There were shoulders, kings, saints, washermen, milkmaids, water carriers, etc. They looked so lifelike. Each of the toys cost 2 paisa. Hamid kept on watching when Mohsin bought a water carrier. Mahmud bought a soldier in khaki with a gun on his shoulder. Hamid looked sadly at the toys. He also wanted to buy one, but then he thought to himself, they are only made of clay, they will break if they fall, even a drop of water will make their paint run. Then all walked to the sweet shop. Hamid watched his friends buy juicy gulab jamuns, laddus and sweet halwa. Hamid watched those sweets hungrily. His friends asked him, Hamid, why don't you buy some sweets to eat? You have 3 paisa in your pocket. But Hamid decided to keep the money to buy something special. There were some other stalls which sold metal pots and pans. The children were not interested in those stalls. They moved on, but Hamid stopped at one stall to see things. Suddenly, he saw a pair of iron tongs. He thought of his grandmother. The fire always burned her hands every time she baked breads. How happy she would be if he gave her the tongs. It was a useful thing to buy for him, not like toys that would break or sweets that would help stomachache. He knew his friends would laugh at him, but who cares? How much does this cost? Timidly he asked the shopkeeper. 6 paisa, said the shopkeeper. Please, may I have it for 3 paisa? I have only this amount with me, Hamid asked. Are you sure? Asked the kind shopkeeper. Yes, replied Hamid. Okay, you may take it, said the shopkeeper. Hamid bought the tongs. His friends laughed at him as he carried the tongs like a gun on his shoulder. As soon as Hamid reached home, his grandmother rushed towards him. She saw the tongs in his hands. She asked in surprise, Where did you get it? You always burn your fingers on the fire while baking breads. That is why I bought this for you, Hamid said proudly. What a kind heart you have, Amina cried out with joy. Even at the fair you thought of your grandmother. Tears fell from Amina's eyes as she took Hamid in her arms and blessed him.